Hello folks, my name is Carl and welcome back to the channel. So if your Canadian work permit is expiring or has already expired, this video is for you. Over 1.3 million work permits are set to expire in Canada throughout 2026. That number is not just a typo, it is real. The system is under serious pressure. Processing times are long and the rules around what you can and cannot do while you wait have changed significantly in the last few months. Now, a lot of people in this situation are either panicking and making mistakes or doing nothing and making worse ones. Now, this video would give you a clear, factual breakdown of every option that is available to you in plain language so you can make the right decision for yourself. Now, let's talk about why this is happening to so many people. First, let's give some context on why this is such a widespread problem right now. More than 314,000 work permits expired in the first quarter of 2026 alone, and over 1.3 million more are set to expire throughout the year. That is an enormous volume of people waiting or facing the same situation you are in. Now, earlier in 2026, inland work permit processing times climbed as high as 259 days before beginning to decline somewhere in April. As of May 2026, work permit extensions inside Canada are sitting at roughly 15 months. That is over a year of waiting for a response from IRCC. So the system is slow, evidently. The demand is massive and the stakes for getting this wrong are very, very high. So I want us to make sure that you get this right. Now, let's talk about the most important rule before your permit expires. Now, before anything else, I need to say this as clearly as possible. You must apply to renew or extend your work permit before your current permit expires. Even one day would or could eliminate your entitlement to maintained status. Now, that single rule determines everything else. If you apply before expiry, you are protected. If you miss it, your options shrink dramatically and you may have to stop working immediately. So if your permit is expiring in the next 6 months and you have not yet applied, I want you to stop what you're doing and make that a priority today. I don't want you having, complications with IRCC in the near future. Now, let's talk about what maintained status is and how it works. So what is maintained status? If you have already submitted your extension application before your permit expired, you are on something called maintained status. Now, here is what that actually means. Maintained status under the regulation automatically extends your authorized stay while IRCC processes your extension. No extra steps are required. IRCC sends you an interim proof of work letter that's valid for 365 days. You do not need to request a new letter. You continue working under the same conditions as your expired permit until IRCC makes a decision. Now, here's a critical detail that catches a lot of people off guard. If you hold an employer-specific work permit, that is a closed work permit, maintained status means you can only continue working for the same employer in the same job at the same location as on your expired permit. You cannot switch employers or change roles while waiting, okay? So please keep that in mind. If your original permit was an open work permit, then you can continue working for any eligible employer in Canada while your renewal is in process. One more critical rule: you must remain physically inside Canada throughout the entire processing period. So crossing the border, even for a single afternoon, terminates that maintained status immediately. So be very careful. Once you depart or once you leave, you cannot simply re-enter and pick up where you left off. So please keep that in mind, that while you're waiting, you're not tempted to leave Canada, as that would ruin everything. Now, let's talk about your options laid out clearly. So I want us to walk through every realistic option depending on where you are in your situation. Let's talk about option number one. to renew or to extend your current work permit. Now, this is the most straightforward option if your permit is valid or you applied before it expired. Work permit fees inside Canada are roughly around $155 unless you are exempt. You apply online through your IRCC account. And there is one exception worth knowing about for PGWP holders specifically. Okay, now postgraduate work permits generally cannot be renewed or extended. However, in 2026, extensions are permitted if your original permit was shortened due to your passport expiry date. Your passport must then be renewed first, and the application must be filed as a paper application. If you are a PGWP holder without that specific situation, I want you to know that your PGWP cannot be extended and you need to look at other options. Now let's talk about option number 2, Bridging Open Work Permit, or BOWP. This is one of the most important and underused tools available right now. If you have already submitted a PR application and your work permit is expiring, you may be eligible for a Bridging Open Work Permit. To be eligible, you must be the principal applicant on a permanent residence application. You have submitted a complete application that has passed the completeness check and have no employment restrictions as a condition of your nomination. If you have applied for PR via express entry and your work permit is expiring within 4 months, you may also be eligible for a BOWP to keep working until your PR is finalized. I want you to understand a very key distinction. The key distinction to understand is that the BOWP work authorization is tied to your work permit renewal application, not to your PR application. The two applications are processed independently, okay? So apply for the BOWP as soon as you know your work permit is expiring. Do not wait until the last minute. Now, option 3, restore your status if your permit has already expired. If your permit has already expired and you did not apply before expiry, you have a 90-day restoration window. If your work permit expired fewer than 90 days ago, you can apply to restore your status by submitting a new work permit application with the restoration fee of about 229 Canadian dollars in addition to the work permit fee. Now, here's the hard truth about restoration. Restoration does not grant maintained status. You must stop working immediately until IRCC approves the new permit. You cannot work while a restoration application is pending. That means there could be a gap in your employment that lasts months given current processing times. Now, note that unauthorized work, that is working without a valid permit after expiry, is assessed separately and can result in inadmissibility findings. So do not risk this. If your permit has expired and you are still working, I'd advise you to stop and speak to a regulated immigration consultant or lawyer immediately. Now let's talk about option 4, using your PR pathway to keep working. If you have at least 12 months of skilled Canadian work experience and meet language requirements, the Canadian experience class within express entry is the most direct PR pathway. The current CEC draw cutoffs are around 508 CRS points. If your score falls below that, category-based selection draws in healthcare, trades, education, senior managers, and physicians may offer a route that significantly, comes at lower cutoffs. Now, the provincial nominee program has also expanded by 66% in 2026, making it the strongest alternative pathway for candidates with low CRS scores. A provincial nomination adds 600 CRS points freely, effectively guaranteeing an express entry invitation. That's the ITA. And there's one more option worth flagging here, the French language category. Now, French draws have been running cutoffs of 393 to 419 all year, over 100 points below the general CEC draws. So if you speak French At an intermediate level, this pathway could dramatically change your timeline, and I'm going to be talking more about that in full detail in my next video. Now, option 5, let's talk about spousal open work permits, and I want to sound a warning here. One specific situation I want to flag, because it affects a lot of people, is that the eligibility for spousal open work permits was narrowed in 2025 and has not been expanded in 2026. The principal applicant, your spouse, must hold a valid status that still qualifies you for an open permit under current 2026 regulations. If your SOWP is expiring and your spouse's status has changed, do not assume you still qualify. Check the current eligibility rules on Canada.ca before applying. So this is a situation where getting the details wrong can have serious consequences. Now, let's talk about when to get professional help. So this video gives you a clear overview, but immigration situations are specific and the stakes are high. You should involve a regulated Canadian immigration consultant or lawyer if your work permit expires in fewer than 60 days and you have not yet applied. If you have been refused once and do not understand why, if your acknowledgement of receipt is unclear or from an older application, or if you are juggling multiple status issues such as an expired study permit or a refused visa extension, I want you to consider reaching out to an immigration lawyer or a regulated Canadian immigration consultant. Now, the CICC public register lists authorized consultants, so check it before you pay anyone a single dollar. If a consultant is not on that register, advise yourself and walk away. I know some people will say, you know, they've had very good help from people who are not registered consultants. That's okay, that's for you. But my only advice that I can give on this channel is make sure you're working with a regulated consultant, because there are certain rules that they have to follow, okay? So here is the summary. Make sure you apply before your permit expires. That one step protects you. If you're already on maintained status, do not leave Canada and do not switch employers on a closed permit. If your permit has already expired, you have 90 days to restore your status, but you must stop working immediately. If you have a PR application in progress, a bridging open work permit may keep you working legally throughout. The next video covers the French language shortcut. I'm going to be talking about that more because it's one of the most underused and misunderstood PR pathways in express entry right now. If your CRS score is not competitive for general draws, that video could genuinely change your timeline. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Drop your questions in the comments. I read every one of them, and I'll try as much as possible to respond to each and every one of them as well. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.